So we think of worship all the time with music, and I'm a musician. I love music. I love corporate worship. I think music is a great place to come together as people. There's so many levels of what we can do with it, but I would just like to challenge your concept of what worship is as Christians. Worship is anything that brings pleasure to the heart of God. And it's what you're here and meant to do. Like, we were created to worship God. It's good for us. It is what we need. He doesn't need it. He longs for it and desires it, your worship specifically. But it's really what's best for us. And it's a way that you can actually lean into how God made you to be. There are things that you feel like light you up. And those are the things that you could be thinking about as worship. So one of the things I really love doing is going off script in my classroom. I'm a teacher. And one of the things I really love doing is when Holy Spirit gives me a whisper and he says, what if we could do this right now? And sometimes I say no, it's fine. He has grace. But other times I say, okay, I'm not supposed to be doing that right now. I don't know how it's going to fit in my calendar, but I hear you, God, and let's try it. And when I go off script with him, and I take my accumulated knowledge of what kids need and how to set up climate and culture and how to get engagement and how to get kids healed up and how to create belonging and empowerment. And we just kind of go rogue and we do something just based on what Holy Spirit tells me to do and who I know myself to be. And it just like blows up. And it's just this, you can feel this surge in the room of belonging and kids feeling seen and known. That is worship for me. That is worship. I also feel worship when I am loving on my kids, when I'm intentionally putting my phone to the side and I'm intentionally being mindful, which is a buzzword right now. I'm concentrating on one thing. I'm looking into the eyes of my children. I'm telling them who they are. I'm reading them that book with the funny voices. That is worship. I'm a really good reader. I read well out loud with funny voices. And I feel like it's something that I was meant to do. It seems kind of silly, but that is also worship for me. So I want you to start thinking beyond corporate worship, beyond the worship music concept, which is wonderful. And I'm a worship leader. I get the amazing opportunity that is. I just want you to broaden your lens a little bit and look at your life and see where you're already worshiping and thinking about what would it mean if you were living a lifestyle of worship.